Chemically flash freezing the U.S. Breaking headlines. Extreme weather batters cities across America. New York Times. Dangerous sub-zero wind chills blanket much of the U.S. Also New York Times. Arctic blast bears down as more than 200 million Americans under threat from massive storm. That's the UK Independent. Every state in the U.S. had an active National Weather Service watch, warning, or advisory. Now, with all those incredibly dire sounding breaking headlines in mind, stop and consider the following previous headlines from major sources which make it shockingly clear that China routinely engineers winter weather mayhem over its populations. From ABC News, artificial snowstorm brings chaos to Beijing. From Popular Science, Chinese weather modification brings crippling snowstorms to Beijing. From Reuters.com, China's artificially induced snow closes 12 highways. From BusinessInsider.com, China is massively expanding its weather modification program, saying it will be able to cover half of its country in artificial rain and snow by 2025. Question: is it even remotely rational to believe that the U.S. government and military isn't doing exactly the same thing? On a much larger scale, the U.S. military, ranked as the most powerful military in the world, has more atmospheric tanker jets than all other militaries in the world combined. And let's add this, a U.S. military document titled Weather as a Force Multiplier, Owning the Weather by 2025. Quote, in 2025, U.S. aerospace forces can own the weather by capitalizing on emerging technologies and focusing development on those technologies to war-fighting applications. If you think the criminal cabal masquerading as the U.S. government exists to protect and preserve you and your posterity, think again. Nothing is what it seems.